Well, good morning, West Palm Beach. Good morning. And thank you, Mia and Chandra, for uplifting our spirits this morning. I thank you all for being here, and Grand Bank and Trust for hosting us today. This breakfast is just one example of how the Chamber of Commerce keeps businesses informed, and I'm proud to work with Dennis Grady and his staff, and I want to thank him and each and every one of you who believe and invest in our city. I thank you for the jobs you create and your generosity to local charities. And again, I congratulate the Chamber for showcasing our beautiful city in the Marathon of the Palm Beaches. This year's event provided a pre-marathon venue for more than 2,000 children who participated in activities and learned the value of fitness and fortitude. I know that Clint Glass has already introduced our city commissioners and other elected officials, and I thank each of you for your dedication to our community. Even with the blessings in our own lives, we know that we are a country at war, and our hearts and minds are always with the brave men and women who serve our nation. And we have with us here today 3 of our local reservists. Please join me in welcoming Navy Petty Officer 3rd Class Jose Antonio Matos, Marine Corps First Lieutenant Francisco Reyes, and a very special Marine in my life, my son, Captain Ben Lubin. Sitting with my son is my lovely mother, Dorothy. Well, who taught me about unconditional love, which is what I feel for my family and for this city. She also instilled in me the ability to laugh whenever possible, which is a job requirement. I'm pleased to report to you that the impressive young woman who introduced me at last year's breakfast is now a Dean's List student at Florida State University. And through the Take Stock in Children program, I have a new mentee in my life. Please meet 6th grader Aaliyah Burford. You'll notice on the big screens a promotional ad for the city of West Palm Beach dating back to 1928. It reads, "Behold your city." A city's greatness depends upon the vision of its people. This past year, we lost a beloved member of our community who was just a young boy when this ad was produced. George Greenberg was a man of vision and our city's best cheerleader. Almost every day for countless years, visitors to the downtown would be greeted by this always dapper man who was affectionately dubbed the Mayor of Clematis. Like mayors before me, I never resented for one moment sharing the title with him. George had lived a life that taught him never to give up. His family suffered financial losses during the land bust in 1926 and the hurricane of '28. His father, Max, reinvented and moved his business to Clematis Street, a business that George would eventually take over and build to become one of the premier linen stores in the world, Pioneer Linens, now operated by his family, who are with us today. George understood that sometimes bad things happen in good places, but because he was a man with a sense of where he was going, he lit a candle instead of cursing the darkness. 5 years ago, with the downtown confronted by road construction and too many saloons catering to underage drinkers, George became a frequent visitor to my office. with suggestions on how to turn things around. He spoke about the future as if he was a young man. He was persistent with his enthusiasm. He became the leading proponent of our new downtown projects without a hint that he might not be around to see them completed. He left our community a legacy of resiliency, perseverance, and optimism. Behold your city. A city's greatness depends upon the vision of its people. And I believe this is true for every generation. Whether it was rebuilding after the great storm of '28 or revitalizing the downtown in 2008, it's impractical to think that all of us can agree on all things at all times. But we can find common ground in our shared values and forge a vision based upon those basic principles. We all want a city where we feel safe, where government is ethical and efficient, where the workforce has opportunities, where neighborhoods are vibrant, where the air is clean and the water pure, and where there are those special places where people from all walks of life can come together and bump elbows. Today, I report to you our progress on achieving these important goals and share with you current initiatives, some unveiled for the first time today, that address our toughest challenges. Public safety is at the top of our agenda. Our Okeechobee Fire Station opened this summer, and the Ibis Station will open in March. Do you realize that for the first time in this city's history, we will be first responders for all our residents, and help will get there even faster? This year, we fulfilled our promise to add 25 new police officers to our streets, and even added private security to downtown and Northwood Village. We expanded our downtown curfew, bringing family crowds back to City Place. Our police department's Emergency Communications Center is now nationally accredited, an honor achieved by less than 1% of centers nationwide. And we've become the first city in Florida to use civil injunctions against gang members, and now many other communities are following our lead. Our crime rate continues to decline, now 50% less than 10 years ago. And thanks to the smart work of Chief Delsa Bush and her team, while homicide spiked around us, I'm encouraged to tell you that in 2007, the murder rate in West Palm Beach dropped to the lowest level in 5 years and the second lowest in 15 years. Some of those responsible for our department's success are here with us today. Please welcome our Police Investigator of the Year, who combined good old-fashioned police work and sophisticated forensic evidence to solve the horrific Dunbar Village case, Detective David LaFont. And sitting with him is our Officer of the Year, who's recognized for his outstanding performance as a member of our community response team, Robert McGinley. Once again, I direct you to our screens where you will see some of our cutting-edge technology in action. This is one of our new digital cameras strategically located throughout the city. You're now looking at a video of Tamarin Avenue captured by one of these cameras and being transmitted to Central Dispatch and officers in their patrol cars who can move the lens in any direction. This gives police a bird's eye view when and where they need it most and creates videotape records for future evidence. But our innovative policing program doesn't stop there. I'm pleased to announce today a brand new anti-crime initiative. It's called CityCam. And through our police department, a business owner or neighborhood organization may purchase a compatible camera for their location that will be linked to our police network, and eligible grants will be available. City law enforcement has increased its numbers and has become technically advanced. But we cannot just police ourselves out of crime. That's why programs like the Police Athletic League are so important. And now we have a new initiative that's even changing more children's lives. Listen as 15-year-old Devin Killian tells us what it means to her.
Hi, my name is Devin Killian and I'm a member at the Northwood Youth Empowerment Center. Right now I'm just editing a video, one of the many things I learned how to do here at the center. Before the center was here though, my life wasn't working out too well. I was skipping school, failing grades, drinking alcohol, running away from home, getting into fights, all kinds of bad stuff. I come here every day practically. My life is just so much better. The center helps so many kids.
Devin is here with us today, and I think she deserves a round of applause, don't you? Devin is just one of 260 teams active at the Northwood Youth Center, and where tutoring, job preparedness, and recreation are offered weekends and after schools. And I have two important announcements in this regard. Later this year, we're joining forces with the school board at the Northwood Center, and we'll open our doors there during school hours to keep suspended students off the streets and out of trouble. And that's not all. By the end of the year, we will serve an additional 300 young people with a new empowerment center at Gaines Park. Our common vision includes a city where government is efficient. Going up on Quadrille and Banyan, your new City Hall at City Center. Today, key departments are scattered in 7 separate buildings miles apart. The Graham's administration and the Daves administration made consolidating city services into one location a top priority. Isn't it time to get it done? Under one roof in the center of downtown, it'll be easier to access your government. Your new City Hall is designed for energy savings and water conservation. You'll enjoy one-stop shopping for city permits, payments, and services. But we're not waiting for our new City Hall to become more customer-friendly and effective. This past year, West Palm Beach again placed in the top 10 among cities for our size for having the most advanced technology. A construction task force has made recommendations how to streamline permitting to save you time and money, because we must find a way to improve the process while protecting public safety. And to make services easier to access, I'm announcing today that we are bringing online a city hotline, 822-2222. Residents, businesses, and visitors can call 24 hours a day to report non-emergency issues and find out important information.